Campbell's comments now. Plenty going on here. Brett Welsh, welcome, mate.
How are you, Paul?
Very, very good. Now, you've become very popular with Lucky and his exploits and all the rest. But you're actually here at Nutrien for a very sensible reason as well. This is a huge draft. There's plenty goes on. This behind me, with horses going around everywhere, I was like, I want some explanation, some people explaining it to me, because I mean a lot of us trotting guys have got no idea what you guys do here, let alone what you go in there and do. So what is actually happening here behind us?
Yeah, well, this here is a major sale and business for a lot of people, and this is no doubt a Magic Million style concept. So you can come here, buy a horse, and while it's the right age, you can bring it back and put it in the camp draft, compete for the big money. It's just a huge event. Over 700 horses here this year to be sold. There'll be millions and millions of dollars getting the transactions here this weekend.
It's unbelievable. You're doing a good job too, because you stayed in camera. We've got people going up and down the ladders. We've got everything happening. You're doing a good job. So this today, what is actually happening here is called the pre-sale, and it's a wet. Am I right in saying it's a wet pre-sale?
Yeah, what they do is this is a chance for all the prospective buyers to come here, sit down. They see every horse come in here and work, in that environment on their own. Some work a cow, some don't. And then you're sitting in the grandstand, you're able to mark your books, set a budget and work out where you want to come back to and spend the money.
And online, and that's one thing we've got to tell people, like this webcast. So the webcast goes for the auctions. The webcast is actually going flat out now because people are sitting at home, driving a tractor, might be coming to Tamworth. They're watching it, they're observing it, and they're taking everything in.
Free of charge, it's a live stream. We also got all the competition outside that's been running, since Thursday last week. It's just huge. It's for the city of Tamworth, for the performance horse industry, right down to your feed store, your farrier, all around Australia. Everyone gets your saddleries, everyone gets a slice, because everyone's preparing 12 months of the year to come here late January every year. A lot of these guys haven't had a Christmas holiday because they've been preparing horses, from late October right through, because they know how important it is to get here and sell their horse.
And that's one of the things I want to get across, how important. Financially, a lot of people, this is their Christmas, if you like. This is the one sale for the year where they make all their money. Others, it's where they come and invest a little bit of money. It is fun, it's a lifestyle, it's what you guys enjoy and you get along with. But it's big, big business as well.
It's phenomenal. We've got people now breeding horses specific to come and target this sale. They might breed them, it could be a 4-year program. They'll breed them, bring them here as a 3-year-old trained, hoping to get $80,000, $100,000 for that animal.
Yeah, it is phenomenal. So these guys working round and round in circles, they're just warming them up, making sure all the bugs are out of them, ready to go?
That's our warm-up area. We've got nowhere really else to, this is the atmosphere. You bring them in here, give them a look, keep an eye on where you're at, turn around, they call your number, she's in there, she's on like Donkey Kong Cambo, no turning back.
And there's no gamesmanship, but one thing I found out, you can't jump out of order, you ain't ready, poof, bad luck.
Yeah, no, they'll scratch you. Terry Ryan, the thriller from Chinchilla, he's on you. You don't come in, he's squawking at you like no tomorrow.
Yeah, make sure you're on time, make sure you're ready to go. And you need that. Heaps of volunteers too, there's heaps of guys. Terry's actually looking for someone now. He's got the head on a swivel, he's going to bark at someone very, very shortly, I'd say.
God help him if he's got to get the mask off. That's when it heats up. If that comes off, you're going to get a spray.
It is a lot of fun. Mate, you're doing a great job promoting it. The Standardbred section, you're excited about it when it's coming?
It's phenomenal. It's the best thing ever, We're all extremely passionate about the Standardbreds and what we're doing, and we're here to do the right thing. It's that welfare side of things. We want to see everything rehomed after it races. A lot of these camp drafters, you'll see them. They could be, 30 years old, retired in the paddock, and away they go. So we want to see that for every animal.
Tell you what, you've got to be adaptable here doing this job too, don't you?
Yeah.
There's lots of things you have to do. I love what you're doing.
You wouldn't mind riding this one, just warming it up for me, and I'll be back.
Mate, I'm the only bloke here in shorts, and I reckon I'm the smartest bloke going. I don't know why you've all got jeans on, but apparently it's because you jump on a horse. Is that right?
It's 1,000 degrees, and we're all here.
I know. And you love it. It is, I will say, from a welfare point of view and all the rest, these fans, I look at them upstairs, geez, they're sensational, they're cool there.
Like feel that, like
Yeah.
they just, you know.
I'm going to stay here all day. I'm going to make it, I'm doing interviews. I'll just say, Bardo, yep, it's all good, I'm just doing interviews.
Yeah, he's cool. Don't worry about him.
All right, we've got a couple other ideas going forward. I will be catching up with you a few times. Are you upset that when all the interviews I've done, everyone's, the number one thing they're saying is just to beat you? Are you aware of the pressure on you?
Yeah, see, I think that's good because I've got no pressure. I already know they're going to hang a heap on me. God help me if I roll them, because I won't go down. I won't go down quiet. If I get over the top of one of them, God help them.
Do you like this side of it, the media side of it? Like, because I mean, you've been front and centre. Anyone watches any of the Nutrien site, the performance horse site, you've been front and centre, so you've got to do that. But you're also a full-time horse trainer. You've got to do the horses, and now you've taken on a Standardbred, the Rehoming. I mean, do you enjoy this side of it?
Yeah, I do. I actually, I've come through the film and television as a horse trainer, horse master on a lot of movies, you know, from years and years ago right through. I was actually, my wife and I were, she was an assistant production manager and I was a horse master, assistant horse master on the Australian Outback Spectacular on the Gold Coast. 2005 we set that up, and yeah, I was there for 7 or 8 years, right from the setting it up at ground level. So we do a lot, trained a lot of movie horses, film and television horses. The Cup that was in Melbourne, I was down there, I was a horse master on that, about Damien Oliver's brother that was killed, and it's yeah, I really enjoy it. I like to give back to the sport. I come down here and we've done it for Nutrien now for, I think this is our 3rd year, but it's just great. People at home that can't get here, they want to feel this atmosphere too. So it's just great to get it out there and yeah, give it to them.
I tell people, like I'm a trotting bloke, I tell people, get here and enjoy it, see what it is, because it's just something just totally different. It's something you just can't explain and all the rest. And you don't have to be into the campdraft horse. I'm a Standardbred guy. I'll openly put my hand up. I'm a horse lover. Any horse lover come here and don't enjoy it bad, they're in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. What about the Chief? Do you reckon we'll get Shane Sanderson here at some stage?
You like to? I'm a big Shane. We could throw a little bit of a barb out there to him, I must say.
Why don't we get Bossy? You know him as the Chief. It's Bossy, really, right? That's his real nickname. Tabulum races used to always love to come to the gallops at Tabulum. It's nearly like a Birdsville, 1 day a year. Yeah, no, we'll get Bossy to Tamworth. Don't worry about that.
If you know his young bloke, I will say, so people will be watching this from from Brett Welsh point of view. His young bloke did the most amazing thing yesterday. He won on a horse called Chizzy that carried colours of a very famous harness person who passed away during the week. But Chizzy is actually named after another harness person who passed away as well in Wedderburn, and they managed to get there by a pimple yesterday, young Ryan, and got the chockies, and it's just a great little story. And if I was there, I would have done a follow-up on it, but I must say well done to them, and it's brilliant, and that's what we're trying to do, highlight the whole industry. So
I want to do a little shout out then to Bossy from Anne and John. My mother and father know Shane really, really well, and my brother Todd Welsh, or Barney, that played with Shane all through the A-grade football at Redcliffe in Queensland. Shout out to you, Bossy. And yeah, it's the horse industry is it's so close knit, and they're going to be up me over here in a minute, but it's such a close knit. Everyone knows everyone. It's just a great industry.
Well, I'll let you go. You're not far off. 202 is ready to go, so you're not far off. Thank you very much for giving me the time, and I just thought we'd show a bit of the atmosphere and what goes on behind the scenes. We've got something else planned, you and I, a bit later on, so thank you very much, mate.
How much can I drink before that?
As much as you want.
Thanks, Camber.